Theater. We love playing in the Birdcage Theater, and we get to play here because you folks come see us. In other words, thank you for the job. We'd like to thank you along with Knott's Berry Farm. Please give Knott's Berry Farm a round of applause. And work with these guys are geniuses, musical geniuses, amazing players. The guy on the far end over there with the banjo, that's Whistling Rick. And the Anders on the bass. Dynamite Eddie holding the fiddle. And this show is the show that we call the holiday, the Hillbilly. I got to see it, we're so new at it. Let me try it. This is the show that we call the Hillbilly Holiday Spectacular. And it goes like this. This is the Hillbilly Holiday Spectacular. I got it down. Yes, and we just call it the Spectacular amongst ourselves for short. So when we refer to it, we're talking about it in the development of the Spectacular. I might say, Rick, what would be a good song for the Spectacular? And he might say, Happy New Year. A good way to end the Spectacular. Which reminds me, we are playing New Year's Eve here, in which we will not be playing these songs that we're about to play for you right now. Let's start with this one. Jingle Bell Rock. Jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle bell rock. Jingle bells swing and jingle bells ring. So now that you know how fast we go. Jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle bell rock. Jingle bells shine and jingle bell time. Dancing and prancing in Jingle Bell Square. In the frosty air, show, you've got to do Elvis songs. And we're going to start this particular section with one of Elvis's favorite songs. Christmas song. This is a song that we're going to do it. We're going to start it off with the banjo. Rick's going to start this baby off. It's a song that you will recognize. We're going to do an instrumental version of the song. And also, we're going to do what is known as a breakdown version. That's the way they say it. I don't know for sure what that means exactly. But that's bluegrass lingo. But let's do a breakdown version of the Angels We Have Heard on High. I don't even know how to do that. I can't even whistle, so I don't even know why I threw that out there. But that's not. Let's hear it again for Rick on that. I'm looking over here and I'm seeing this Angels with Her and I, and then I'm seeing that it's time that we do something for the kids. I think that I'm going to take the guitar. Okay. Because I don't know the chords to the song, and I don't play piano, so don't make me play a piano song. Yeah, I feel like I'm being forced by the band to play piano. I don't play piano, but every single time they all of us, they give me a look. The whole band gives me this look. I'm serious, I don't play. Great. Anyway, let's send this out to the kids. I know this is a stressful time. Children don't like to have to be good, all year round. But some of them have more trouble being good than others. But I'm not getting anybody in particular right now. So that boy right there, it's not walking. I have not much eye contact on him. Actually, it's the younger ones that I'm more concerned about because they get stressed out. They know that Santa's out there with that list. And so let's lighten this song up and do it like this. You better watch out. You better watch out. I'm telling you what I see. Santa Claus is coming to town. I really hate to tell you this. Please make me this. He's gonna find out who money and I sing it. Santa Claus is coming to town. He sees you when you're sick. He knows when you're on the way. He knows if you'll be bad or good, so be good. For goodness sake. Yeah, when you better watch out. You better not cry. You better not cry. I'm telling you why. Santa Claus coming to town. Santa Claus coming to town. Santa Claus is coming to town. Let's go. Santa Claus is coming to town. Thank you very much, everyone, for being here with us. Right now, I'd like to just say happy holidays to all of you. I'm looking over at the band with the droogs. Over here, there he is, with the banjo, making it gently weep the way you're You got bangs on the back of your head. No, it's good just like that. Why are you putting it on backwards? No, it's good. No, you're beautiful. Oh, that's much better. Thank you, George. I see you talking about hair, that's right. Really, George? Can't believe you're giving me hair portraits. That's Ringo's job.
It is my job. Actually, you're both
No, never mind. I have a better joke. Because we got Joe.
Well, I'm really Ringo really wants to be a hairdresser. Well, we can work something out after the show.
I want to be two hairdressers.
Let's play some Christmas music, shall we?
1, 2, 3, 4. Frosty the Snowman was a jolly happy soul. With a long black pipe and a button nose and the boys without a bowl. Frosty the Snowman is a fairy tale, they say. He was made of snow, but the children know how he came to life one day. There must have been some magic in that old silver plate. For when they placed it on his head, he began to dance around. Ooh, Frosty the Snowman was alive as he could be. And the children singing could laugh and play just the same as you and me. The weather outside was frightful, but the light was so delightful. It's a long place to go. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. It doesn't just signs of sorry, and we lost it all over party. Like the sun way down low. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. We'll finally kiss goodnight. I'll be going out to the store. If you really hold me tight, I'll be way home, I'll be home. Oh, the fire's slowly dying. My hand will still be flying. Yeah, it's still love me so. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Prospero año de felicidad. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from my heart. Oh my heart. Let me sing it. I wanna wish you a
Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my
You can say there's no such thing as Santa. That's for me and Grandma Willie.
She's been drinking too much eggnog and really turned on slow. But she left her medication and she stumbled out the door to the snow. When we found her Christmas morning at the scene of the attack, there were openings on her forehead and a lady Claus marks on her back.
On your back, hey, Grandma, coming over by a reindeer. Walking out the all happens to see. You can say there's no such thing as Santa. That's what me and Grandma believe. That's what me and Grandma believe. Yeah, 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 yeah. time that we feature Dennis. He is going to close us with a fiddle song. He's going to take us on a trip on the Orange Blossom Special. The Orange Blossom Special, this time of year when, I almost said Billy, this time of year when Dennis plays the Orange Blossom Special, he puts a lot of red and green in it, if I understand. He crams a gazillion songs into a short section of music. I can't tell you any count. How many songs are there? What, 50?
9.
9. We'll see about that, I guess. Anyway, how do you remember the order, the sequence?
I was wondering if you could ask me that question. I'll tell you right now.
Hey fellas, gather. Gather. Not that much gather. See, if you all can hear what I hear, you know that this Billy's going to be having a blue Christmas on the first Noel, the Three Kings. At least we'll be walking around the Christmas tree with Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, who will be wearing silver bells while we enjoy the world with the help of a little drummer boy. For 12 days. Let's commence.
I'll show you how happy I'd be if I could only play my two front teeth, my two front teeth, my two front teeth. Now that I got my two front teeth, and I can wish you. Merry Christmas! Miss you people so much. A lot of pain. But now we're all together in the holidays. So much better now. Good.